Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Teen Wolf. This episode 9 of season 5. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series so far. Last episode we got the first kiss from Liam and Hayden. Hopefully she stays in the show, at least for this season anyway, and we can see their relationship blossom. And while he did do that, you know, he ended up extracting some of the pain away from her body, obviously helping her heal in the process. Obviously you don't know how he's done that, but this was done after they were saved by THEO. Like I said, THEO's a really interesting character, mate. I don't know if he's a bad guy or a good guy. I've seen him do bad and good things. Still trying to figure out what his end goal is. Obviously, he said he wants to be part of the pack, but no, also seen him working with the Dread Doctors, who I actually think that they're trying to create some sort of supernatural ability or something to raise this person that they've got actually in a tank. That's what I kind of like focused in on the last episode. We had Deaton at the start, didn't we? He was going through the tunnels. He ended up finding a tooth, not a claw this time, a tooth. And as he was about to leave, the guy that he was with got shot. Turns out the Desert Wolf is here. She's there. She wants it. What's interesting is she tied him up. She was saying, I've heard there's a rumour that my daughter's still alive. And if she is, then I'm going to have to go and kill her for the second time. So again, really interesting. That is going to be the scene that we see Malia cowering up against a rock when she does come and actually find her. We've seen Kira as well. Looked like she's absolutely murdered somebody, stabbed her, left her on the table in Melissa's kitchen, the episode prior to this, the last, and, you know, Sheriff come round, she shown him, he called it in, she wasn't happy about that, they ended up having a little argument, she slapped him. He was saying, look, mate, this girl, she's been killed. She's got a family. I'm not going to sweep it underneath the rug. And nobody's above the law. Not your son, not mine, nobody. So, you know, he got respected. He is actually taking his duties properly. But he did get some information that Styles' you know, key card for the school was the one of two on the night of the prank call, for example. And it was THEO's, not Donovan's, it was THEO's and Styles that was used. Now, he confronted Styles and asked him about the cards. Does everybody have, you know, what did he say, out of hours access? Styles was like, yeah, we do. I'd show you mine, but I lost it. Fast answer, kind of saying, look, it wasn't me that was there. But like I said, if you look deep dive into it, it was Donovan that used THEO's, and THEO told Styles that he seen him in the library because Malia told him to be there. So it fits, like I said, like a glove in the last intro, the outro. It does. If it ever falls back onto it, then it does make sense that both of their cards was used, and it fits, obviously, the story that he said that he's seen him in the library. So again, very interesting, good storytelling that we did get, obviously, told with that one. Scott, again, you know, he's been using his inhaler quite a lot this season. He seems to be panicking. He says that he feels like something's changing between him and his friends, a dynamic shifting. Again, I'm not too sure what it is, and I did pick up on it myself that he's been using his inhaler a lot. The fact this season, when the first other, you know, 1 to 3 and 4, we're not really seeing it at all. So I don't know what's happening with him, but he's acknowledged that everything's changing as well. And like I said, Kira's now left for a little bit. She's probably going to take a break. She doesn't really know what's going on with her. And if it was her that stabbed the person that was in Scott's kitchen or not, we actually don't know. It didn't even get confirmed who done that. What we did see, though, is she did have a vision. She managed to read the book that she's been struggling with. She read it backwards, and we've seen the Dread Doctors. They come when she was sat in the traffic, and they dragged her out of a car, threw her on the hood, stabbed a big massive needle into her eye, and then an electric current come down and hit it at the same time. It's madness, mate. It really, really is madness. So, still trying to figure out what's going on, what the end goal is, who they trying to raise, what's THEO's plan, you know, what's going on with Hayden. Is she going to stay in the show? Is she classed as supernatural? Is she still an experiment? Can she, you know, can her condition be terminal, as they keep saying, and is she weakening or is she getting stronger? Who knows, mate? I cannot wait. Thanks for clicking on today's episode. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it. If you do, please smash the like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump in to episode 9 of season 5 of Teen Wolf.
My asthma's back. I'm not sure how, but he came back. Just as bad as it used to be. We all go to school, pretending like nothing's happened. I get the feeling that everyone can sense that something's coming.
Interesting that we've addressed his asthma.
I've
I've been saying, I've noticed
I find
it.
myself reaching for my inhaler. Sometimes we don't even notice each other. I don't know if anyone's really lying about things. Maybe it's more like lies of omission.
Finally, look at that.
Maybe the worst lie is to Stilinski, because no one's told him about Parrish yet. But driving around, searching all of the woods, the last time that we found this thing, 3 of us had to almost drown in ice water. The 2 chimeras that we know about, Hayden and Corey, they're both doing okay. Actually better than okay. They're healing faster and getting stronger. And all I can think about is how good am I gonna be if I can't even breathe? You still wanna be part of the pack?
I'm with you, for better or worse.
Maybe there's gonna be worse.
He knows who is. I want to know is, he said that Hayden and that guy getting stronger, but like, is that part of these guys' plans? Oh, look at that.
One more time. You promised me a pack. I need her alive.
What's he saying? Only until the energy synergy?
I'm starting to wonder if maybe we're wasting our time looking for potential chimeras. We should be looking for the failures.
See second period for history, okay?
They only come out after dark, though, right? You don't have to check on me every period.
Ah, Mercury's coming. He's got it on his lip.
You can't tell anyone.
See, I don't know, right? I would tell people. Not because I'm going against her, but like, by telling nobody doesn't benefit her. By telling them, it can only escalate the quickness of trying to help her. If that hopefully that makes sense. Like, if she just keeps it to herself, then nobody knows that she's in distress, she's in trouble, she's bleeding, for example. But if people know, they could try and find a solution to stop it from happening. So I get where she's coming from, like she's panicking, but I feel like the more who knows inside the park, the better, because there's more chance of actually helping her.
Almost like this thing doesn't want to be found.
Maybe it knows we're late for class.
If the Nemeton's covered in bodies, shouldn't you be able to find them?
Me.
Yes, you. That's what you do. You're the Banshee. You find the bodies.
I'm leaving now, Styles. I'm going to talk to Parrish and find who's the one taking the bodies.
Hey, just remember it's a full moon tomorrow. It's a super moon. This means it's gonna be closer to the Earth.
Yeah.
A super moon.
You know, chain me to a tree again?
Why is he saying
It
this?
might be a good idea if we stick together.
I can't protect anyone.
That's a dagger to the heart, because it's absolute lies, isn't it? It's protected them all for 5 seasons.
If you know if Lydia finds the Nemeton, she's also gonna find Donovan. And she's also gonna find Josh. I think things are different now for Scott. Especially after what he did to Corey.
That's pretty good, actually. I'm liking that. Oh, yo, that's fucking madness.
You're getting stronger.
How strong am I supposed to get?
Let's find out.
Does this mean I'm their success?
I don't know, but Scott might.
The system logged 2 names right around the time of the 911 call. Theo Rakin and your son.
They're really guilty. Eventually, they make a mistake.
Oh, that's really interesting. Do you know what, right? I like how they use UV light. Do you know, if you've ever seen the show Dexter, he's well smart. Obviously, he's a blood splatter analysis, but he's a mass psycho murderer, isn't he, mate? He goes around killing everyone. And the guy's so smart as well. He shoots up places, gets them, kills them, chops them up, throws them away, but then he goes back and then he UVs it and then he cleans it. And do you know what I mean? Like, he takes all those precautions, and obviously Styles and all that wouldn't have known any of this, and the body was shifted without them even moving it, so they didn't even clean the area up. But I don't think I recall seeing Mercury coming out, but I might have. You know, it's been a while now. It was like episode 2 or 3 that. So it's exciting though, because obviously his dad's now is looking into it. I like how he's tied it back into like some of the scenes where he said, mate, you know, if he's guilty, they'll always make a mistake. Maybe the mistake was him lying about the key card. Do you know what I mean? That's the first bit that we've seen so far. We have had the reference of his shoulder. We've seen the marks now. Good. I'm liking it. It's been addressed. We've seen it. What impact is that having on Styles' body? We know that we've just seen him in that scenario there, looking at the place where Donovan was, but seeing himself on the pole, which is really interesting to see. I don't know what's going on. And obviously speaking about Theo, okay, he's helping these guys, but it seems now that he's not like a massive fan of like what's going on, but he said that he would help them because he's in search of a pack. So like that might be his best way of being integrated into one. He's always been kicked out or he's never been accepted, and he's like, you know what, help these guys get into Scott's pack and get what I want. And now it's obviously it's kind of working, but it's not, and he looks like he's conflicted.
I need to talk to you about something.
You okay?
It's about Styles. Is it the police?
There's an ambulance.
Oh, look at all that.
Don't let them kill me! No, we have to follow him. We gotta protect him, right?
So she only bled a little bit. He's absolutely going all over the
What do you wanna talk
place.
to me about?
This might not be the best place to start, Scott. In the glove compartment.
That was a good hit, that though, wasn't it?
No, it was your shoulder, right? You smelled the blood? No, that was Donovan. He went after Styles at the library. I saw Donovan go down. Styles hit him. He just kept hitting him. By the time I pulled Styles off him, half of Donovan's head was caved in. I've never seen anything like it. I have to talk to him.
He's going to talk to Styles and start, right, look, he's going to talk to Styles and Styles is just going to say, mate, the guy's chatting absolute shit, yeah? And I seen him kill somebody else. And then you stuck there, aren't you? Because what are you going to believe, Scott? Are you going to believe someone that's been your best mate all your life or someone that's just turned up 5 weeks ago? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the thing, yeah? If you don't believe, if you tight family like this with Styles, if he says, no, mate, that didn't happen, I didn't smash his head in with that wrench, didn't happen, then you believe him. You don't second guess it. You don't think, oh, yeah, I'm going to agree. No, that's it, mate. That's what friends, family, blood bonds do. They trust each other. Now, obviously, he's going through all this different thing. I don't know what's going on with THEO. Like, I was just questioning a second ago that, you know, oh, he's doing all this because he wants to be part of Scott's pack, and now he's here. And now he's trying to break up Scott's pack. He's like, what's going on, mate? Literally, what is your character? Like, what? Like, I actually like him because every episode I'm guessing what's going on. Like, I don't like him as in, like, I like him like I like Styles, but, like, I like how he's being used because it's messing with my head all the time. I'm trying to think, what side's he on? Is he good? Is he bad? You know, we've seen him arguing with the Dread Doctors. It's like, okay, right, so he's not on their side. Then we go back to Scott, and then he's slagging Styles off, and it's like, okay, he might be on their side. It's like, what the hell's going on? You know what I mean?
Beth,
right, that's what they were saying.
please close your computer.
That's what the Dread Doctors were saying, wasn't it? That synergy sort of thing. She's got Mercury on her fingers as well.
Malia, if you need to use the restroom, it's one at a time. And if you're planning on leaving class, consider your dropping grades. She needs help, not from you. I think you need to focus more on your schoolwork.
Yo, she actually does look like Lydia, I think. You know, like, she's a good cast for Lydia's mum. I'm waiting for you to take us.
How are we gonna find it? Because I don't remember ever being anywhere near a giant tree stump.
I think you're already starting to remember. You just took a right turn.
Oh. Oh, muscle memory. Muscle memory, mate. I'm gonna refer back to that fight where he's having a fight and he's saying it come to with muscle memory. And I'm calling that's what's happening there.
My condition.
The condition weakens. Oh, mate. In public? Oh. Still gotta say, where's the CCTV, man?
They're already here.
Whoa, mate. And the guy was translucent. That was well good.
Malia? Hey, what happened?
I hate losing like this. I'm not like Scott. I can't deal with another body.
You don't know what to do. You'd be struggling, mate. They're all struggling, aren't they?
Security's still looking.
Yo, mate, I'd love him to go invisible when he turn up. Ah, interesting. There's no way he should know where he is. How did he know that? Can't look like Perry's there. Oh, he's just gone translucent. Whoa, that's mad, that, actually.
There's another dead Chimera, so right now is probably not a great time to be alone with Parrish. Lydia, do not get in his way.
Maybe you're thinking about it too much. Maybe it's something you need to feel.
What was that for?
To get you to stop thinking. Just stop thinking!
There's not going to be a tree with hundreds of bodies in the woods, surely. How's no one seen that?
Where's Scott?
He's looking for Liam. Thinks he's with Hayden.
All right, I need a word with you.
Styles wasn't there.
Donovan was.
Donovan said he wanted to kill Styles in front of you. When he saw me there instead, he tried to get me to tell him where Styles was. Climbed up the scaffolding, but he started to drag me down. Then these support beams, they slid off the top.
She's telling the right story, but
No.
not him, that's
I
all.
dialed 911, but when the deputy got there, the body was gone.
See what I mean? I've got to say, though, right, even though he's doing me head in, yeah, I'm giving you a clap, Mike Montgomery, mate, literally. THEO, man, you're doing good. He's acting well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm all for giving credit where credit's due, man. Like, his acting's really good. Actually is. Now, the previous shows that I've seen, well, sure, I've seen him in, he was annoying in that as well, he was. And, like, his acting layers was not as good as this, honestly. He stepped up here. Very good acting. I'm enjoying it. Now, like Styles' dad said, if he is lying, then he's going to make a mistake. That mistake is telling Scott one story and the sheriff another one. You know? He said that he watched Styles absolutely cave his head in with that wrench, absolutely smash it, and he can hear his skull cracking. He's just told the sheriff that, you know, he killed Donovan. So that's 2 stories out there now, and it will come to light at one point. The stories, the conversations, when the sheriff goes to speak to Styles about it, so to speak, Scott might earwig. Or when Scott confronts Styles about it, the sheriff might earwig. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this lie lies of omission, it's called, will come to the front eventually.
My sister's gonna go out of her mind worrying about me.
Call us and tell her.
What if I turn out like Tracy? What if I hurt you?
We'll get over it.
Okay, I imagine this happening.
Oh God. They're here.
Told me I'm the one taking the bodies. I've attacked other law enforcement officers. That's a criminal offense. I'm covering up the bodies of murdered teenagers.
We're not covering them up. Actually, maybe you are. Maybe that's part of what you do.
I'm a deputy. Lydia, you just showed me that my dream was real. But you haven't heard the rest of it. Every time I carry a body to the Nematon, I put it down and add to the ones that are already there.
How many?
Hundreds, Lydia.
Scott, mate, finally.
Get out of here. Go.
Look at him, he's helping. They're gonna see him help. Oh, he's just been ejected.
I need more time.
Go in.
Yeah.
Her eyes just filled up with mercury. They turned completely silver. What if something's happening to her on the inside?
Get them to the animal clinic. I'll meet you there.
Keep her awake. I don't think it's a good idea for her to fall asleep.
Oh, is she gonna heal?
Problem is, she's not really like us, Leo.
We turn her into one.
Except you and I can't do that.
Scott can.
Parrish, we can't keep you in here.
There's another body, right?
2, actually.
I'm the one taking them. Okay, you can't let me out, Sheriff.
Good little addition to the show, that Parrish, isn't he, mate? Literally.
Had trouble starting the Jeep again. Things barely hanging on. Why didn't you tell me? I was going to. You killed Donovan? He was gonna kill my dad. You weren't supposed to do this. Think I had a choice? There's always a choice. Yeah, well, I can't do what you can, Scott. I know you wouldn't have done it. Some of us have to get our hands a little bloody sometimes. Some of us are human. The way that it happened, it's not self-defense anymore. What are you even talking about? You don't even believe me, do you? Say you believe me.
He'd believe him if he told him the scaffolding story.
We're trying to save. Can't kill people. You believe that? Just tell me, what do you want me to do? Maybe you should talk to your dad. She's getting worse. I think she's dying. You said you'd do everything you could to save her. You gotta give her the bite.
No.
Very interesting. No. THEO is annoying, yeah? But, like, I'm trying to understand his character. You know, he's throwing me curveballs here and there and everywhere. Scott's just kind of, I don't know, like, I'm not a massive fan currently of the storyline Scott's being fed this season. I don't know, man. Like, he's just grinding my gears. That's all I can say. Like, in certain situations, like, then with Styles, I get it. Yeah, like, we can't go around killing people. We're there to save people, mate. It's easier said than done. Like, you've got the wrong story of Styles killing him, which I get. You know, you said something like there becomes a point where it's not self-defense. It's true. It's like when somebody gets, like, you see people in real life and they attack someone and they stab them and they kill them and they say, oh, it's self-defense. It's like, well, that body was stabbed 700 times. It's not self-defense stabbing him that many times. Like, literally, like, that action would take so long to do. It's like he was saying, the story Scott's got told is that he was bashed in the head and then he consistently kept hitting him and until he could hear it cave. So from that aspect, yeah, his story makes sense. Obviously, the story we know is different. And like Styles is saying, believe me, and he's not really believing him. Like, he's not, well, he didn't Styles didn't really say what actually happened either, to be honest. But it's the part where Scott speaks from a supernatural point of view consistently because he is supernatural. But like he never considers how humans react in the supernatural world. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, if Styles was on his own and this Donovan did come after him and he just whipped a gun out and shot him point blank in the head, that's fine, mate. The guy's a human. He hasn't got the ability like you to heal, to run, to change, to shift, to fight, the strength. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is the thing, like, I think as well, yeah, the storyline of Scott's inhaler, I think that's a big factor that's annoying me with the Scott character, but that's nothing to do with Scott, mate. This is what I was saying. It's a story that Scott's being fed is the thing that I'm not a massively, like, a big fan of. Like, the storyline feels being fed. That's the thing. THEO is way more annoying than Scott, but his story that he's got is way more interesting than the one, to me, than Scott's being fed right now. That's why I said if I was to end it right here, Scott would be the annoying one for me. But obviously, he's refused to give her the bite. Let's see how that goes going into the next couple of episodes. But it's interesting. If she was a fully fledged wolf, then she wouldn't be going through this. But then, I kind of thought THEO, after being sat in the car listening to that conversation again, wanted that to happen. And do you know what I mean? He's had me guessing like 3 or 4 times this episode alone, whether he's good or bad or what his intentions are. So again, very interesting with the THEO storyline. You know, Styles, his dad's obviously looking kind of into Styles. He's found the body. He's had a story from THEO given to him from one side. He's had a story from, you know, Scott's had a story from THEO on that side. And when they both cross paths, which they will do at some point, that is where the lie is going to come out. So again, very interesting. Okay, so that is going to wrap up today's episode. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy it. So we ended the episode really interestingly with obviously Scott and Styles kind of falling out. Scott's got one side of the story and how Styles has killed Donovan. Styles obviously has got another side, but it's not been relayed yet. So then when they're having their kind of argument, Scott's kind of making sense when he's saying it becomes a point where, you know, it becomes not self-defense. Styles is like, what are you talking about? You know, Styles' story clearly was self-defense. It was well accidental. Yeah, he killed him, but like he was getting chased, he was about to get ate, which sounds daft, and he pulled the scaffolding and it fell, and unlucky for Donovan, Paul went through him. Now, if you look at, like I said, THEO's story and like what he's been telling everyone, he's dropping BS's all over the place, but his acting's very interesting. And I feel like as well, stuff's going to plan for him and stuff's not. So like I feel like with Scott, I feel like whatever he's doing with Scott, his plan's going well. I feel like it's going how he wants it to. Whatever's going on with the Dread Doctors, it's not going the way he wants it to go. He's saying he needs what's her name now? He needs Hayden alive. They're saying like, no, you know, they don't really care, mate. They've got their own goal, they're going after it. The first time we've seen a bit of skin as well, actually, from these 3 people. Even though only 2 of them attacked Hayden and you know, Scott and Liam at the end there in the club. But he was human. His arm had loads of stitches. It's like he'd been cut up all over. It's kind of like, I don't know, an experiment himself. Like he's been modded up, you know, like all sliced up and that. We've still got the guy thinking the tank. Surely that's not the guy that was stood just there injecting himself with. And again, that guy went translucent and he found him and he killed him. And then when he walked off, he went translucent. Or it just changed clip to Scott and that finding him. Do you know what I mean? But if he did go translucent, it goes back to maybe when he was injecting himself, that like these subjects, they taking some of the powers that they've got and putting it in them to make them stronger. I don't know. But we did see one of the girls, her neck was snapped clearly right in front of Malia on school property. And Malia, it's affecting her. She went and seen Styles while she was seeing him in passing. And she said, like, she's not like Scott, mate. She can't deal with this body anymore. You know, she can't deal with another person dying. Which is true, man. She's seen too many deaths. So much stuff's going on. Especially, obviously, like, as a young kid, what she experienced. All these deaths and being in these situations going to have some sort of traumatic experience for her. You know what I mean? It's going to bring some sort of flashbacks. Interesting that Parrish as well. And, you know, he knows that he is the person that's stealing the bodies. It was good that Lydia told him. She said that it's better when they always know. Styles obviously is he didn't really think that, but he's not really stopped her from going. She's told him, use a bit of his muscle memory. He has took her to the Nematon. Hopefully, they can pin it on the maps on the phone. They can put it on a map and the location that they can find it again. You know, I can't believe he said, oh, we went there last time and then we've lost it. It's like, mate, how stupid is that? Surely you would know where it is. But he's gone there, bodies lay all over it. Just bodies lay in the middle of the woods as if nobody's going to walk past and see. I mean, not everybody would walk in the woods, but do you know what I mean? Just literally there in the open. Now, we seen him in his flashbacks, clips or whatever's, sitting on it, burning them all. But he said that there's more than them. There's hundreds, mate. So I wonder what's happening there. Why is a Nematon being fed with these bodies? He's gone and locked himself in the stations, told the obviously sheriff that he's the one taking them and he can't be trusted and he doesn't want to cause harm to him or, you know, anybody else. He wants to be a good cop, you know. He wants to help everybody. He doesn't want to be here causing chaos, which is true, mate. The guy is a decent guy. And I like how Lydia said, mate, you're not the bad guy here. You're actually a decent guy when there's no dead bodies around, you know. So she's obviously displaying some of her little interest in him. But Hayden, she has been injected. Her eyes did go full of mercury and then boom, back to white. And then obviously she's in the back of the car there. And she's in a bad way again. Looks like she's going to die. But Scott is refused to give her the bite. You know, Liam's asked for it. Thinks Theo wants it. Scott's refused it. So whether he's thinking strategically or whether he's just thinking he doesn't want to be a person that's going to transition people, because he only done Liam because he's about to die and he had no other option. And that is kind of the same thing here, that to be honest, in this situation, yes, he bit Liam because he was about to die, but he had no other choice, and it was a fast thing. He didn't have a second to think, shoulda, shouldn't I? It was just like boom. Where here, he's got a second to assess, and maybe he's like, you know what, I don't want to be this type of alpha. I don't want to be turning people. I don't want to bring them into this world, even though she's dying anyway. So again, you know, you know, Scott's character, he's got 12 episodes or something left of the season that he's got to swim me around. I think that he's going to have a decent story, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. I feel like he's been given this asthma story, he's been given this Styles one, he's been given kind of this pack with Theo, and I feel like obviously his relationship again with Kira, she went in this episode, and he's saying that he's lost connection with everybody. I feel like he's got a big, you know, redemption arc coming. I feel like he's going to have a big back end of the season, which I'm excited for. So that is where we currently are. Hopefully you guys do enjoy today's episode. If you did, please smash like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.